Hey guys, what's happening? My name is Beno Tiroyakgosi and welcome to the second episode of BCPI's Good Governance and Anti-Corruption News Series. In this episode, we'll be discussing the different ways in which corruption occurs and how it affects the country as a whole. Corruption takes place in different ways in our everyday lives, and examples of that are as follows. If a policeman accepts a bribe from a reckless driver, this means that this driver will continue being on the road. And if the driver goes unpunished, therefore it means the next time they find themselves in this situation, they feel they can get out of that situation by bribing the policeman. This not only endangers himself but also other road users as he keeps driving recklessly on the roads. Doctors' orders and prescriptions are taken very seriously. So if a criminal pays a doctor for a fake prescription that they could use to win a court case that they seem guilty for, this means that the criminal will be able to evade that charge and could be on the streets and most likely perform further crimes. If a government official issues government tenders based off bribes, this means that people who may not necessarily be the most qualified or lack the know-how to perform these tenders will get these tenders and may misuse government resources or produce a product or a service that's not the best. And that, for example, if a government tender for a road is issued and this tender is given to a person who lacks that necessary skills, it may end up being a poor service delivered or a product delivered that may need reconstruction every year or 2 years, and this reconstruction will be done by taxpayers' money, therefore affecting the country as a whole. Remember the example that I gave in the previous episode about sugar. I'm going to get into further detail about that in the next example. If a government official uses government resources and government funds for his personal preference or personal agendas, this means that less money is available for the government to use in providing subsidies, paying for scholarships for students to go to top schools in the world, paying civil servants, and hiring new employees. This means that the country as a whole loses out, and even though that particular government official benefits, the whole country ends up losing in that situation. If a minister hires his cousin or relative for a post in his ministry based off the fact that they're relatives and he's doing a favor for his relative instead of hiring off merit or productivity, this means that government resources and funds are being misused because a person who could be more efficient or more productive could possibly be out there in the streets, not necessarily having that job, and instead a person who's not the most qualified has that job. Therefore, government money is not used to its optimal capacity. Thank you very much for watching this episode. Catch me on the next one. And don't forget, don't steal the sugar.